Welcome back to Virginia This Morning Live right here on CBS 6. Our next guest is a Richmond-based artist who brings smiles through the unique dolls she creates. Evan Armour talked with her recently about her latest project and the impact it's had during COVID-19. Here's that conversation.
2020 has been a year of a lot of emotions for a lot of people, and our next guest's work could be the unofficial mascot of the year. And as soon as you see it, I think you'll understand why. We welcome artist Rebecca Floyd to Virginia this morning. She is the creator of Frowny Face dolls. Hey, good morning, Rebecca.
Hi, Evan.
So good to see you. So for people who have been living under a rock and maybe have not seen Frowny Face dolls, how do you describe what it is that you've done and how all of this came about years ago now?
Well, when my son was little, we started getting a lot of toys, and I realized that they all had big smiles, and I wanted to create a doll that was a little more empathetic for him. So I made a little sock doll, and I sewed a frown on him, and my son Noah took it everywhere we went, and people started asking me in airports and restaurants, where did we get this little sad doll? They thought it was so cute. And I just created a little website and started selling them around Richmond. And then I discovered Instagram, and I started putting them on Instagram, and kind of blew up a little bit.
So for years, when did you start doing this?
Oh, I think about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. It's
Yes.
definitely connected with people, but I think maybe in 2020, more than ever, you've seen this kind of blow up. Tell us what it's been like for you for the last several months.
Well, I have a few different types of dolls. The classic ones are for the children, and then I have a group of celebrity dolls that I do for Instagram. The boost in sales has been for the little classic dolls, because I think a lot of children are at home and have a hard time with their feelings and kind of talking about their emotions. And Frowny Face dolls are kind of prompt that talk. So I think a lot of parents are using them for conversations. It's been hard for little ones.
It definitely has. I have my doll right here.
Aw.
These are amazing to see. They're soft, they're cuddly, but you've also been doing something a little bit different this year with your ornaments and
Yes.
your wine tags. How did you come up with that idea?
Oh, I just thought it would be funny. I was taking a bottle of wine to a friend of mine's house, and I thought I just do a little frowny ornament and put it on there, and she thought it was so funny. They say 2020 on the back, and it's just been that kind of year. So I think a big frowny ornament is appropriate.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I think is so much fun about following you and seeing your work is following along with you on Instagram, which you have thousands and thousands of followers right now. What kinds of things are you posting, and what's the feedback that you get from people who are fans of your page?
Well, when it isn't Christmas time or the holidays, I try to do a celebrity doll every day, but that's kind of slowed down the last couple of months. But I post one, and then I tag the celebrities. I try to do popular people, and oftentimes they will write me back and want their dolls. And so then I love when the celebrities send a picture with their dolls. That's really fun.
What do you think it is about Frowny Face dolls that just connects with so many people?
I think sadness and feeling down is one of the few things that connects all of us. Whether you're skinny or rich or famous, we all have bad days and hard times. And I think celebrities see the humor in that. And I think all of us do. It's funny to see your sad self looking back at you a little bit.
What are some of the most memorable dolls that you've created, or memorable feedback that you've gotten from folks who you've made into a doll, or even just given one to?
I'm surprised often at who responds. A lot of older men love to have a doll. I think they never got one as little boys. And celebrities such as George Stephanopoulos, I never thought he would pose with a doll and, send it in. So often it's the older men group.
What are some of the most popular ones that you've posted or sold this year?
This year, hands down, it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I think she was such a legend and so important to young women and young girls and boys. But that doll is a huge seller.
What do you say to someone who sees these for the first time? Because I know the first time that I saw that, I think people's reactions are pretty curious, because it is different than, what you might be used to seeing in a doll. What do you hear from people initially? And then after they learn more about it, what's their reaction?
It's just all over the board. It's so funny. Andy Cohen posted a picture of his lighting his menorah candle, and one of my dolls was in the background. And the comments on his Instagram feed were hilarious. They were like, "That is the scariest looking doll I've ever seen. That's so creepy." And then other people say, "That's adorable, and I want one, and I love it." So it's just all over the place, depending on how you feel about dolls. Some people are terrified of dolls in general, I guess. I hear.
What is it that you hope people feel when they receive one of these as a gift, or maybe they get one for themselves and then they bring it home and they have it with them?
I just hope it makes them smile. And often that's what I hear.
Well, Rebecca, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We'll be sure to share some more information for how you can get yourself a doll and also follow along all of the adventures with Rebecca on social media.
Thank you so much.